Hello y'all, welcome to the daily vlog. Daily vlog number 3. Here's the thing. I am headed to the gym right now. I don't know if this thing is gonna fall. I have like the world's worst tripod that I bought a couple months ago. So it's supposed to like suction cup. Let's see if this is on. Yes, it's supposed to suction cup to the dash or to the windowsill, and it doesn't do that, babe. It just doesn't. So anyway, if you're new here, welcome to Tiz and Pump YouTube, y'all, where we talk about, I'm about to get hit. My experiences with autism, addiction, recovery, mental health, and becoming a baby bodybuilder.
I'ma keep winning. I'ma keep winning. I'ma keep winning. You can try to save yourself, but you only gon' play yourself. You can try to save yourself, but you only gon' play yourself. You can try to save yourself, but you only gon' play yourself. You can try to save yourself.
So if you're new here, also, I decided to start doing daily vlogs. Because I'm psychotic and I just love having no life. And that's what that is. I wanted to come on here today to do like a little talksy on the way to the gym. I gotta go get groceries quickly before, and then I'm gonna squat, and I got some new like lifting slippers, so I'm really excited. But I wanted to come on here and talk about the ways that I have matured in the gym. And the reason why I want to talk to you about this is because it's helped me become a better human, if you will. I'm bringing this up because before I left, I saw this video, and it was like maturing. It was like this girl, and she was like wearing sweats, and she was like, am I on the line? What's going on? And she was wearing sweats, and she was like, maturing in the gym is realizing that you can get a good workout in sweatpants and sweaters. And it's like, okay, cute. I'm so glad for you. Good for you. But the thing is maturing in the gym is a lot of things. And one of the things that it is allowing people to wear whatever they want in that space. And I wanted to talk about this because when I'm at the gym, girl, I get so overstimulated. I'm autistic and I have temperature regulation issues. I also have issues with wearing certain kinds of clothing. Okay. Like, I've gone to the gym and been like, okay, cute, I want to wear leggings and like the sweater because it's the vibe and I'm feeling fat that day, or like not fat, but for me, bloated, whatever. And I'm like, okay, cute, I'm going to wear a sweater, and I am so hot that I feel like I'm gonna die. So I have to not wear clothing because I get overstimulated. And when I'm at home, for the most part, I'm naked. That or like a giant t-shirt, whatever it is that day. Also, if I could work out without a bra, babe, that's what I would do. But I can't because my badonkadonks are large and in charge. Sometimes when I'm overstimulated and I'm at the gym, and I feel like I'm choking, I'll take my bra off, but then I'll have to put my sweater on and I'll be so hot I feel like I'm dying. I don't know, like the thing is the gym, like gym culture in general, like fitness and nutrition culture in general is just so fucking whack. Like the number of people that have messaged me that have just been like, I really hate like the toxic masculinity within the gym culture. Like it's made me not want to go to the gym. Like my friend who's gay had said that to me, and it's just not like cute. And I've seen like videos that are really fat phobic. And this is something very interesting that I wanted to touch on. When I first started my like bodybuilding journey, and I'm not afraid to admit it because I've evolved as a human being throughout my lifting journey. And when I first started bodybuilding, I had this weird superiority complex where I was like, I'm eating fucking chicken and rice for every meal and I'm training 20 hours at the gym every week. Also, maturing at the gym is not training 20 hours a week. That was stupid on my part and it fucked up my gains. That being said, I remember just having the superiority complex because it's true. When you're a bodybuilder, you're pushing yourself to these like insane extremes, and it's really, really hard to do that. I'm afraid of saying this, but I don't really care because at the end of the day, like as I go and progress through this world, I've evolved as a human being and I've become better. and like found ways to better myself and like to change my mind frame and my mindset. I don't know if I'm alone in this, but I remember just like having this weird superiority complex and thinking that I was better than other people who weren't bodybuilders. And it's almost like everybody who's on their own little fitness journey is on their own little journey. And you don't know people's fitness goals. Even if they're not on a fitness journey and people just existing, there's literally nothing wrong with that. And I think it's because when I first started kind of like going into the gym realm, I was consuming content from all these people that would make videos like that of people being like, oh, keep mad, I'm existing, like someone who has a higher body fat percentage making that. And then someone being like muscular and being like, stay mad. I don't know if this makes sense or if this resonates with anybody, but I felt like I was consuming this really toxic gym culture content. And it like shifted my perspective, because originally I was all for body positivity and like people doing whatever they want because people existing doesn't affect you. And then I started consuming all this, and then I started being and acting and thinking in the way of the content that I was consuming, and I realized it was so fucking toxic because I was thinking all of these things that were really just internalized misogyny that I had taken so many years to undo in my brain. So I started being really, really like considerate of the type of content that I was consuming, and I unfollowed like thousands of people. And even the people that I do follow, most of them are muted because I just can't stand being on Instagram stories all the goddamn day. Back to my main point of maturing in the gym. The thing is that everybody's at the gym for their own reasons, and a lot of people are fighting their own demons. And like something that also I wanted to talk about, which is very interesting, in regards to clothing and people wearing whatever the fuck they want to wear. I remember when I was in rehab, and this was like at the height of my fucking eating disorder. I was in rehab for the fourth time. 4, not 3, 4. It was at the mental hospital, literally just right over there. And I remember that day I wore like low-rise baggy men's jeans and a crop top. And I was so fucking proud of myself because for the past like several years I had worn like XXL all boys clothing, like just men's clothing constantly. And I was like, oh my God, I just felt comfortable in my body. Like I had lost weight. It was a big deal for me. So I was wearing something that like I felt good in. And it was a big deal for me to wear that. And I remember one of the counselors, this demonic human, basically like body shamed me and was like slut shaming me for wearing a fucking crop top in 2013, bitch. Keep in mind, this woman, I remember I was wearing Lululemon leggings, high-waisted, okay? She was like, she came at me and she was like, oh my God, ew, like high-waisted leggings, what are you doing? Bitch, be fucking for real. 2 years down the line, everybody's wearing goddamn high-waisted leggings. Anyways, all I'm saying is that I go to the gym and I wear usually like a bra and shorts or leggings. And I do it for several reasons. Another reason why I do it, which is okay, is I look fucking good. And I don't give a fuck if people agree with me because I've worked really hard to get to a point where right now, especially because I'm on a bulk, I've gained a lot of weight, and I'm trying really hard also by wearing tight clothing to just learn how to be okay and exist in a bigger body again. It's just hard. Like, gym culture can be so toxic, but it also can be so beautiful. Like the experiences that I've had since joining my gym have enabled me to get to a point where I feel like I can trust men more, which is a really beautiful thing. Like I, have several guys that I consider like gym bros, and they just like uplift me, help me, and they want nothing from me sexually. And it's honestly just the coolest fucking thing really that I've ever experienced. And it brings me back in the day where I used to play boys hockey, and it was the same kind of thing where I was just friends with these people and like they didn't want anything from me, and it was amazing. And I don't know, I just hope that gym culture evolves a little bit. The problem is that people are very stuck in their ways, and they have very specific mindsets, and they're very narrow-minded. And don't get me wrong, sometimes I have the ability to be like that. But if there's a position that I don't understand, I happen to like doing a lot of research. So I'll research shit if there's something that I don't really fully understand, because I don't like speaking on things that I know nothing about. We all have the tendency to do it, but I try not to because bitch, like, I don't want to come off ill-informed, uneducated, and ignorant. I think also that some people are just stuck in their ways and there's no changing their minds, and sometimes you have to like sit with that and be okay with that. Like, for example, I don't know if you guys saw, but there was like in the little like influencer fitness realm or whatever, there was some fucking drama recently because this girl came out and she was basically like demonizing people who do OnlyFans. Keep in mind, OnlyFans is not exclusively for sex work. It's for other things, but it's a subscription-based content site. And people happen to do lots of sex work on it. And she basically came out and she was like posed in a, you know, like a singlet or like a onesie or like a bathing suit, whatever the fuck she was wearing, really doesn't fucking matter. And she was talking about how she was disappointed with the younger generation. She's worried for her kids because women are turning to sex work and it's the easy way out. And it bugged me and really upset me for like 2 days. Reason being, I don't have an issue. Like, I do have an issue with people thinking that sex work isn't work. But to be honest, I think that they're just coming from a position of being privileged and not understanding that some people need to do that type of work to be able to make an income. Also, a lot of people think that it's easy, but it's not. It's really hard to do sex work. That's particularly why I don't do it, because it's really fucking difficult and it's something that I'm not interested in and it's really hard, which is why I don't do it. But basically, she came out and she had all these opinions and she basically called sex workers disgusting, which I'm not a fan of. This would have been, you know, not fine, but like, here's where it gets interesting, bitch, is if you look, just do one swipe through this girl's grid, okay? There's a photo of her naked, okay, selling lifting belts. And she has lifting belts covering her breasts and covering her bottom. And it's like, make it make sense, bestie. Like, if you're gonna be in a position where you're demonizing people for selling their bodies, you're doing the same fucking thing. Like, you're not getting paid through subscriptions through OnlyFans, but girl, you are making commissions off your belts that you are selling. You are selling yourself, you are sexualizing yourself, and you are selling your body for profit. And don't get it twisted. And I don't know, it's just hard. Like, I'm so frustrated with the fitness industry because it's become this like fucked up place where there's so much misinformation too, and no one understands where to look for like good sources and people who are reputable, and like, it's just disappointing, dude, honestly. And what was really disappointing about this whole like influencer drama thing is there were people that I idolized, that I looked up to, like really look up to, that follow, like that really inspired me to kind of pursue bodybuilding. And the way that I saw them following her and liking her posts, I just really kept a mental note of who I saw on there liking that stuff, because I just don't feel comfortable associating with people who are not girls at the end of the day, who are not supporting women. And like, it's giving not supporting women and not understanding, and it's just not cute. Anyway, I don't know, this might be very like a controversial take, but probably no one's gonna see this, so it doesn't even really matter. All I know is like, it's important to mature within your fitness journey. And like, that means that like understanding that, you know, been there, done that too. But that means understanding that everybody's there for their own reasons. You're not better than anybody else just because you fucking lift weights. Something that I had to learn myself. Maturing in the gym also means an understanding that food is neither inherently bad or good. Demonizing food is not going to be beneficial to people, because when you are really restrictive in that way, it ends up leading to disordered eating. So there are lots of things that I'm learning as I go and changing my mindset about. Again, at the end of the day, and I say at the end of the day too much, bitch, I edit these videos and I say that thing so much and it really pisses me off. But that being said, it's fine. All I know to be true is that, one, we need to stop demonizing people for wearing whatever the fuck they want to wear to the gym. Whether that's hijabs, whether that's sweaters, whether that's sweats, whether that's booty shorts, whatever it is. Let people wear whatever they want to wear. Unless you're barefoot, okay? Walking around in my gym barefoot. Listen, I understand not wearing shoes and lifting, but baby girl, wear socks, like, please. Oh my God. For health and safety purposes. Just to reiterate, let people wear whatever they want to wear. 2, you're not better than anybody else just because you fucking lift weights. 3, be careful what you consume, because what you consume is, your thoughts become your fucking ideas, become your ideals, become your values, become your morals, and it's just not cute. 4, if you're gonna come from a place where you're very opinionated, that's cute, but like, make it make sense if you're gonna be nasty towards other people for selling their bodies. And also come from a more informed place. Take time to understand other people's perspectives, even if it's something that you don't really understand or like morally you're okay with, because we all do things for very specific reasons. Anyway, I don't know, that's kind of my rant. I don't know who the fuck watches these, but the fact that I'm making them every day is just insane to me, and I would like a refund on my time, but I will not get one. And yeah, I guess that's it. That's the video, girly pop. If I had like a message for people out there, it's just be kind to other people, because you don't know what other people are dealing with, dude. Like, you don't know what it took to get them in the door to the gym, and like, everybody is there for their own specific reason. And another thing too is, well, I'm not even going to get into that, to be honest. I don't have the capacity to talk about that right now, because honestly, I'm very frustrated, and I just need to exist in this world, and I need to go to Metro successfully and procure groceries. And that's not really an easy task for me personally, but luckily for me, Metro has become like my safe grocery store, this specific location. So most of the time when I go there, I'm not super overstimulated, and I do pretty well by comparison to other grocery stores. But anyway, I don't know what is gonna go on in this channel, to be quite plain. All I know is that I'm frustrated, and I would like to see some changes within the fitness industry, but there's always going to be other people who try to tear other women down for just existing and wearing whatever they want to wear. And that's it. Maybe this was a shit video. Honestly, the thing is every time I've done these daily vlogs, I'm like, who the fuck is gonna watch this? Who the fuck is gonna listen to this? Why can't I shut the fuck up? But I'm just really good at not being able to shut the fuck up. It's one of my true talents. So I will just continue with this. And why is there so much traffic? I wish I knew. Anyway, I'm gonna turn this off because the windshield is getting icy, and I can't de-ice when you're on, baby girl, because it will pick up the sound. So that's it. YouTube daily vlog 3 done. Slay.